There is a sense of urgency in the real estate sector, according to the Governing Council of the Real Estate Institute of East Africa, that requires a policy or measures to tame possible risks associated with speculation in the industry, which is getting out of hand.
If the banker is able to use an overvalued property in order to lend against it, and at one point in time the borrower fails to pay that money, and the bank goes to foreclose in the market, the property to recover their money. Remember, the bank's business is not selling property. It is the interest they make on the money. Their business is money, not property. But now if they have a register of all these land titles, but the values are off the market because of speculation, the fact is that if one fails to pay and they cannot sell that property in the same market where they lended upon it, what happens to the bank? The bank is stuck. The moment they are able to sell it under the market value of what they borrowed, they have made a loss. So what does the bank do? In order to cushion that risk, they increase the interest rate in order to manage that risk. So the interests go up because of uncertainties in the real estate industry. And then when the interest goes up, again the cycle continues. People cannot afford to borrow, cannot afford to run their businesses, and the cycle goes on.
Even then, the economic impact of real estate on the cost of living beyond what we know as shelter or a place to stay goes as far deep as affecting insurance premiums as a result of speculated assets.
When real estate is not vibrant, you are also cutting the demand of the manufacturing industry. Why I'm saying this is that almost 90% of the house construction or building construction is manufactured items. We can talk about nails, we talk about wiring, we talk about plumbing, we talk about roofing materials. Even when we talk about wood, it must go through a processing process, because you will not cut a tree and bring it and put it on the roof as it is. So the manufacturing industry, which is supposed to be vibrant, because the inputs that are produced within the manufacturing side are inputs into the housing sector, is also incapacitated. So allow the real estate sector to thrive, you create a demand for industries.
That's beyond what the consumer's eye can see. Mortgage rates and other costs, but capital flows into the country, the supply and demand of money, and investors' return on investment, among other factors that may in the end have an effect on our cost of living. Malcolm Sime, NTV Tonight, Business.